What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Mondays with Mike. It's Mike here, the owner of Axion Industries, and here we are again, another Monday. We come here usually every week, sometimes every 2 weeks, to talk about car parts, Hondas, everything, you name it. And we basically go over people commenting in the chat section and answering questions and just having a good time talking about Hondas and figuring out what parts you may need for your build and go from there. Started it several years ago, thinking it would be a good platform to kind of get people in and asking questions. So if you're watching this after it's live, you can join us on a Monday, and it's always 8 Eastern. And yeah, we just wait for some people to join the chat. Usually we get anywhere from, I think, about 10 to 15, 20 people in here. And we're usually on here for about 20 minutes to 40 minutes. So it depends on how busy it is. And yeah, we'll see how many people join tonight. Let's just making sure that we have full audio on here. Yeah, we'll see who joins tonight and go from there. Try and get some questions shot at me, and yeah. So yeah, another busy week starting out, and a lot of orders. I'm trying to think of stuff. We've added several new parts to our site. We're adding pretty much every day now. So if you go on there, you scroll down to the bottom, you'll find an area that says brand new added parts, and that's going to be everything new added. It can be stuff that's maybe 10 years old. It could be stuff that just came out. We're slowly getting caught up on getting other generations with more parts added now. And yeah, today we added some EBC big brake kits, which we've been wanting to get on the website for a while. We finished up some Versus engineering parts on the site for the FK8. And yeah, if you don't see anything on our site and you would really like to order it through us and not someone else, you can reach out to me. I can get it added within an hour usually, and you can purchase it and we'll send it out. So always helps if you're looking for something particular to shoot us an email on email Axion Industries at gmail.com or sales at AxionPerformanceParts.com. You can reach me on Facebook, Instagram, whatever you want, and we will get back to you and let you know if we can add it or not. Some parts we don't add. Some companies, want $30,000 worth of inventory for you to order to become a dealer. Every company is different. It's pretty much why we don't offer a lot of wheels, is because a lot of these wheel companies usually will want you to add, their whole lineup, and you have to order about $10,000 worth of wheels for your showroom, and it can just get really expensive. And for a small business like us to tie up $10,000 on stuff we've never even sold yet, it's kind of tough. So, but yeah, we can try and source whatever you guys want. But yeah, let's see what questions we get tonight, who is joining, and yeah, go from there. Hopefully we get some people in here. Trying to think right now. Nothing really going on with us. We're just, working every week, super hard. It's busy tax season. And yeah, it's a good time of year, obviously, for getting your rides ready for the summer. And a good time to buy an intercooler if you're turboed and you don't have one of those yet. So yeah, we're just going to kind of wait around and see who, if we don't get many people in, I'm just going to turn it off and we come back the next week. So a lot of people are busy with other things. Mondays aren't usually not the best day, but I only went with it because my name's Mike and it made sense. So yeah, we'll see who can join, and we'll give it a little bit of time. Usually we have quite a few people already commenting, so maybe everyone is busy this week. I kind of said I wasn't really going to come on this week, so that could be part of the problem too. But I figured we had some stuff to bring up, so So it's always good to get things going, let you guys know what's going on in the world of Honda parts. And yeah, hopefully we can get you guys some deals going. If you bundle certain parts together, we can do discount codes and get you guys better pricing. One thing that I definitely have been aware of lately is the pricing of our exhausts have gone up on our website. We used to do free shipping, and honestly, with the times of everything going on, it's just almost impossible to be covering the $100 to $200 shipping charge that we're getting stuck with by FedEx or UPS now. So you'll probably see shipping charges on our exhaust systems. Yes, we can sometimes do discounts depending on the state, because obviously if we're stocking the exhaust here in North Carolina, shipping all the way to California, like it's hard to discount that. But if we're shipping, a state or two away, then it's easy to maybe do a discount on the shipping. So yeah, always here to reach out, answer questions, and help you guys. Oh, cool. I was actually going to get off because I didn't think anyone would join this week. So welcome, Cole. Glad you joined. I've just been talking a bunch of nonsense and filling people in. What's up, Andy? Glad you got the pump. Nothing like that 1 day shipping, pretty much. Well, 1 business day. Hope that works out. I like the dyno numbers. I know you had some issues, but that's how it goes with all these builds. They're not very easy. They're only easy if you're just bolting on parts, but you are well and above beyond that. So I actually have to talk to you about the bragging rights thing. And I know we talked about it last time you were on here, and you're going for quite a bit of time. I just need to figure out what the best day might be for me to head over and hang out. So we'll talk offline. But yeah, welcome in. If you have a question, anyone else in here, go ahead and shoot them at me. I'm not sure how long we'll be on tonight. I wasn't even going to get on tonight, but I figured I would. So an intercooler is always good no matter what car you have, because the stock ones are very tiny. The minute you add any boost to that stock the stock turbo, it's just creating a lot of hot air beyond where it already was creating. And the intercooler is just going to help it a lot better between pulls and heat soaking issues. And so definitely I would recommend getting one. I've got both PRLs in stock, and I have the Mishimoto's in stock. So if you want to order, you can order on our site. Would ship out tomorrow. Usually 2 days. One's pretty tough. So yeah, make sure you guys check out Andy's page. Cool videos. I'm surprised there's not more people subscribe to his channel. And he should have some good footage coming up here in the next month. So, and we'll also have some video of his car at Street Car Bragging Rights. And finally, some racing stuff to the channel, because I'm tired of doing all these product reviews. So hopefully we got some good actual car sounds and racing coming to the channel. Yeah, I think once he gets the fuel issues kind of tweaked out, I don't know. I was shooting for like 670. But we'll see. Andy's doing stuff that nobody's done with this car, period, before. Companies like JSR can claim that they're doing this fuel system that is above and beyond everyone, but Andy pretty much was the first to go this far with the Accord 10th gen platform and really push it, especially for the 6-speed. And yeah, just glad we can be a part helping him with sourcing some parts that he needs. And, it's a lot of time, a lot of money. And, a lot of people don't really realize, especially when you're married, how much time you give up from your family just to have this hobby, and, going back to back, pulling off a head, pulling off this. And it's a lot of work. So, but yeah, make sure to check out his channel. And, yeah. I don't know. Sometimes the internet here at the house has been really iffy upstairs lately, and I don't know why. We have like a booster thing up here, that I kind of like piggyback off of. So it helps out, um, which has been the issue of actually getting on the live feed lately for some reason. So, welcome in the red badge. Always love laying pipe. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, shoot them at me. I'm here getting on tonight. I'm not sure if I'm going to be on next week, but you guys will probably get the notice when we kind of come on. It really just depends on content that I have for the week and what's going on, and if there's been good stuff on Facebook that I've seen, or you know, yeah. So everyone, I hope everyone had a good Easter yesterday, enjoyed some time with their families, and yeah, back at it today. It's been a freaking crazy day today, which is always good. Awesome, man. Always love helping people out. I think I get messaged all the time, and it's always good seeing people get their parts on time and enjoying their hobby. So appreciate you. Yeah, still our 11th gen is still in Arizona. Wanted to give an update on that. Still has not moved yet. I still have some stuff up in the air. Obviously, with the 9th gen, trying to move some stuff around, and it's not the easiest when you're not in Arizona. So hopefully, some updates in the next month. Whether I get updates from out there with the car, dying to show you guys some of the stuff. But it's just taken longer. We've got a lot of other things going on, unfortunately, which kind of has come up with every single car I've ever worked on or owned. So, I would usually say it depends on the tuning. If a tuner is basically going straight off scratch, um, probably anywhere from 5 to maybe like 10 pulls. Depending on the car and what mods are actually on the car. Do you have cams? Is there meth injection, different fueling sources, different things? Because there's a lot of things that can have to be sorted, during the dyno sessions if it's not perfect. But typically, I would say a car probably 5 to 10 separate pulls, roughly, maybe a little bit more, to get it figured out and tweaked in by the tuner. And that just depends on how good your tuner is too. Yeah, but thanks for joining, everyone. I was kind of getting worried if people were actually going to join again this week, and you guys never fail to show up and hang out. And yeah, I know it's hard on a Monday. Everyone's back to work on Mondays and long days, and then to get on at 8 o'clock at night. But I appreciate you all, and if you can just take your time and go watch our videos or support some of the other people on the channel, I would love that. If you guys want to, you can email me your actual YouTube pages. I'll go subscribe to whoever sends them. I love watching people's videos and commenting and helping people out to get their content more popular. I think that's always good. But yeah, so yeah, just here in my home office. And yeah, I'm trying to think what else is going on. There's nothing really going on. Just continuing to add parts as much as we can to keep growing the business. And I got actually a lot of wheels in today. Some of the raised wheels. I posted up about it earlier. It's mainly for the 11th gen guys, but Type R guys, Accord guys, the wheels work the same, depending on the lug pattern for the Type R, obviously. But yeah, I'm trying to get more into like the wheel stuff because it's so easy to do. Some of this performance parts, mumbo jumbo. Awesome, man. I appreciate it. Still running, man. I mean, we're almost at 9 o'clock at night. I've been working since 6 this morning. So Mondays are always my long day. And I didn't really do any work yesterday because it was Easter Sunday. So pretty much took the whole day off. I usually work 7 days a week. Weekends kind of being just casual work where I hop on and do stuff. And sometimes I'll fill some orders. I still do shipping on Saturdays sometimes if I can, at least dropping it off so it gets out early Monday if they can't get it out. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, if you have a question on your build, shoot it on in. I see we have almost 10 people in here. So if you're new to the channel, just make a comment, say hi, ask a question about your Honda. That's what we're here for. Support the channel and my amazing customer service work that I've done here and now in the Honda community for 16 years. So, oh, cool. Awesome, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. But yeah, so we're just hanging out and seeing what's up. I don't think we're going to be too long tonight, so you guys can all take it easy and enjoy your family time or whatever you got going on. I really wish I could see everyone's faces so we could all have like, mixed conversation between everyone, but it would probably become a cluster anyway. So trying to think what else I got going on. So a little bit about the tariffs. I know probably everyone's wondering what the heck's going on. Obviously, we don't hear much because I don't buy anything from China or overseas. I buy obviously other companies' parts that are made in some of these places, but it's kind of a real like not sure kind of thing with us. And but I'm starting to get little bits of pieces from different companies. So the idea that I'm having is what I think, and I don't know this. My reason that you're not seeing a lot of companies that buy from China pricing going up yet is because they're actually using the parts they've already paid for before the tariffs hit. So there's no need for them to add the tariff money on to customers. The problem is going to get, in my opinion, is when these companies have to order new product to come in, and those are tariffed. That's when I think there could be some issues with certain companies. I did talk to a very popular owner of a company the other day, and he was warning me of some of the carbon fiber from China is going to be going up a lot. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah, we have I have to talk to the wife. She handles everything as far as the Wi-Fi stuff because she's more the IT nerd than I am. We have fiber to the house, and I'm just running off like the Wi-Fi, obviously. So it sometimes with the layout of the house, it can get a little hit or miss, spotty. Yeah, so I'm glad you actually brought that up because I reached out to Kenny over at PLM today, and I said, "Hey, man, I've got people hitting me up wondering where these mounts are. They ordered them last summer, and still have not heard anything." I think I went back and forth with about 16 emails. And he kept saying like, "Oh, we'll get back to you. We'll get back to you." Finally, today, he said that the mount is in negotiations with tariffs. So kind of sucks considering like all these people prepaid long time ago. And so I don't even know what's going to go on with these things. Kind of sucks for a company like us that's, already prepaid all these things. And then obviously we paid for them, so we can't get added on tariff now. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I have no idea. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, I still have my 9th gen and I miss it too. I mean, I'd love to get that thing done. It's just so much time and money still to put into it. And it just doesn't really interest me as much anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, hopefully going to be moving sometime soon. Hopefully, I don't know. It depends on a lot of things. So I will keep everyone updated when we do move the business to Florida. But right now, just up in the air because I'm waiting on the Arizona house selling, and then have to then figure out getting this house sold. It's just a cluster, and trying to run a business on top of this is insane. So, anyways, yeah. But yeah, the tariff stuff, I don't know. It's going to get really interesting. I think a lot of companies are just kind of hoping. I got a couple emails from other companies that are no longer doing bulk orders with companies like us. So it's basically just drop shipping single items. There's no multiple parts sourcing because they don't want to burn through their stock for all their vendors and then they have nothing and have to pay all these tariffs. So it's gonna. I hope it gets figured out soon. Because it's gonna be painful to a lot of people. So, but we'll see. I mean, you're gonna see that not a lot of people understand. There's 90% of the parts in the aftermarket industry for Hondas are made overseas. And even these companies that pretend they're USA made are not USA made. They maybe make a handful of parts in the States or a couple things that attach to something that's made in China or Taiwan. And then, they can basically say it's USA made. Unlike our downpipe that we make is 100% made in the States. So that'll get really interesting too. Some of these downpipes, you might start seeing them go up 10, 20, 30% in cost, and ours aren't going to go up. So our price will be staying the exact same. So just wanted that's part of the whole channel and the reason I started. It was more understanding the industry and stuff that goes on that most consumers wouldn't even understand because they're not really in it. The one thing I kind of that's always tough to me is you'll see on Facebook groups, like especially in, no offense, but some of the Type R or Integra Type S groups, like I'll make a comment in the group and they obviously don't know who I am or anything about me. And then they'll make a comment like they run the show of the group, or because they own a certain type of car, like they know everything. And in a weird way, like even though you're modifying your car, you are still not really part of the industry. Like if that makes any sense, like you are in the industry, but you're not really part of it. I mean, it's hard to say, but not a lot of people know the actual things that go on in the aftermarket parts auto industry. And I've been doing this for 16 years. So, but there's a lot of people out there that just think because they've bolted on like 5 things on their car, they're all of a sudden this, person that's part of like the Honda, aftermarket, I guess, or business. And, that's a whole different separate thing, than being just, you know, supporter of, modifying their car. I still have 2 months on our downpipes. So hopefully this will be the last. Hopefully I will never have to run out ever again. That's the plan. Because every other company is completely out of stock, and that's because they probably buy stuff from China. So, or at least part of their downpipes are from China. Mainly, probably the casting portion is what I think. You're never really going to hear these things. It's just assumptions. Um, so, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, there's certain people that have been in this or around this industry for, I've been around the Honda drag racing community since, I'm trying to think, probably 90, 95, 96, when the fastest turbo Civics were running 12s, and that was all out in California. I mean, those were, California were the ones that built the Honda community. I mean, no doubt about it. Like Lisa Kubo, Miles Batista, Ed Bergenholtz, stuff like that. And then, you just saw it explode, from there. But yeah, it's crazy. Some of the people that I've known just for BC Azaroa, Dr. Charles, um, tons of these people. And it's such a change industry. I mean, I remember when it went from being this street racing community to then trying to go legal. And then you had like, um, gosh, I can't have IDRC events. And then, and then it started getting more legit, and you started seeing some of the companies actually putting a lot of money in building two-frame cars and stuff. And I think like one of the biggest people I remember that was like, I mean, he was from the East Coast, but he mainly was out on the West Coast, was Chris Rado. But yeah, it's so crazy looking back through times, thinking of what cars were running back then, and yeah, I mean, I remember Jeremy Lakovsky with the orange CRX when he was running 12.9s, and it was like people were just blown away that this El Natural car was running a 12.9 in the quarter mile. And now you have cars running, quarter mile NA, low nines, high eights. Just insane. But yeah, what a crazy, crazy industry it's been. Anyways, well, guys, I think I'm going to get off soon. I don't know. I still got some work to do and spend some time with my beautiful wife and have a fun evening with the dog. But yeah, if you guys need anything parts wise or that, shoot them at me. And yeah, always here for everyone. And I'll let you guys know if we're going to be on next week. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to try and move it just to once every 2 weeks. A little bit more to talk about, obviously, even though I talk to a lot of you just on Facebook Messenger every day too. But yeah, but like I said, I should have some videos coming this week, probably an update on our 11th gen. I'm going to go over some stuff and some new parts that I have for it that we haven't really gone over for that build. So there'll be that video to check out. Hopefully some more stuff coming. And yeah, some good times coming ahead. Thank you for all the orders this weekend and today. It's been really, really busy, so appreciate it. And hopefully we have a busy night. Hopefully I can wake up tomorrow to what I call Christmas morning. Those are the best mornings. You get in the office, you have like 5 to 10 orders just sitting there waiting already. So anyways, we'll see. But make sure to give the videos thumbs ups. And if you can, share some of our stuff online. If you have people asking certain things, like a CTR swap, I've got a whole install video on it for an Accord, stuff like that. So people don't have to ask annoying questions online when all the info's in the video. So yeah. All right, guys, I think I'm out of here. So unless anyone's got a last minute question I can answer. Yeah, thank you all for tuning in again. All right, we'll see you.